Good morning. Sunday, June 15th, 8:15 a.m., 2025. I didn't sleep much. I'm a bit tired. I'm tired of playing this game of dodging. Opting in, opting out. The digital interface I'm working through at the moment, and all of the other social media groups are only there, and groups and platforms, are only there so as we can correspond with each other as human beings. But it's getting more and more tricky because the digital world wants to take over this organic human, and that's not good. So I'm trying to keep it real. But keeping it real seems to be much more difficult than it used to be because the digital interfaces are taking over. Television, I watched television last night, saw live television on the mainstream media. First time I've watched it in a long time, for a little while. And I watched the news, and there was a part of the news that I was listening to and watching, and it was all a lie. It was pure propaganda, conjecture. It wasn't what's happening. It was what they believe is what's happening, even though they're filming directly what's happening. But it's the opinions. And again, social media has given us all our own free voice to give our opinion. And I know a lot of people out there are what they call, in inverted commas, and I'll do that for people who can't see this but listen to it, in the inverted commas, this is an opinion. But all news has now become an opinion. It's no longer direct reporting. So we're being controlled by the digital media. And the only thing they seem to be pushing is fear. And then when that's not good enough, shock and awe, and then more fear. And it's not like that. I look outside today, the sun's shining, the birds are singing, it's a beautiful day. And yet no one seems to be reporting on that in the news. There are very large amounts of people on this planet who are waking up to another beautiful day without war, without fighting, without conflict, without fear. So I think about it and I sit and I ponder it, and it becomes up every time. Every time is what you see, hear, smell, taste, feel. I mean, use your senses. Is there anything right now that you fear? Right here, right now. Okay. Gave you a minute. Sit and think a bit more if you want. Sit and think all day. Are you fearing death? That's the core, base fear. And we all die. So it's one we have to accept. But it's a core base fear. But what they've done with that is they've gone to a place of, well, I don't want to die in pain. Well, life is pleasure and pain. It is. They've increased the pain because that controls us. They've increased the fear of the pain because that's controlling us. It's fear versus love. That's what I think. We're born with unconditional love. Our life is a unwritten story. We create the story of our lives. And at the end of our life, we have a story. And we also have the unconditional love we came in with. But at various times along that journey, you have to remember unconditional love. That means the love of life itself, the love of your brother, your sister, your mother, your father, your wife, your children, whatever it is, you have to remember that unconditional love has no conditions whatsoever. It's not like the unconditional plan you have on your cell phone or your mobile phone or whatever you want to call it. It's not like the unlimited plan. It's not unlimited in that sense, because that's just a language glitch, right? Unlimited, unconditional. No, there are no conditions on your love. And it's the most powerful thing in the world. And to activate that unconditional love on a daily basis, it takes one major thing: you and kindness. I said two things then, didn't I? It takes one major thing: you. It's your choice. Choice, free will, unconditional love. Make a choice between love and fear, and your life can be a completely different journey, one of adventure and living life. I'm not afraid of death. I'm afraid of not living my life fully. Yeah, see, there is a little bit of fear in me. I'm afraid of not living my life fully. So I experience my life with unconditional love, and that way I know I'm living it fully. I'm having a great life. It's an adventure. I'm not sure what's coming next, but I'm okay with it. 'Tis a mystery. This is why I believe that there's a bit of God, a drop of God in all of us, and that's unconditional love. That's really what God is within human experience. I believe that we're eternal beings. We're going to go onward when our physical self finally gives up the ghost. What a strange expression that is. But when our human experience comes to an end, our eternal self, our spiritual self, our godlike self, our tiny drop of God becomes magnified into this unconditional love that we need to access. And you can access that unconditional love. You can. Yeah, you can. Be kind. Don't be cruel. Choose peace. It's a much better life when you're in a peaceful position. Be peace. Be love. Okay. That was a preach, wasn't it? It is Sunday, though. Good morning. Good morning. The world will say hello to you. Good morning. Good morning to you. That's it. That's my little pontification for today. And I've had lots of digital problems this morning. I had problems even getting into the studio this morning because the studio is my phone, my laptop, my connection to the bigger picture. There are digital advantages and there are digital disadvantages. Get out today in the sunshine, soak up some sun if you can. I mean, I'm fortunate, I'm in a very, very sunny area, but live, love life. You can't ignore it, but don't fear it. It's always been love versus fear. Choose love. Choose now. Cheers then.